When I do a search in Matrix, I have the ability to go in and set aside the results in what are called carts. Carts allow me to take the specific results and set them aside for quick access later on. A good example of how this might be used is maybe you have a customer who's interested in some properties, so you want to set them aside. Let's say it's Monday today, and you want to set aside the property so when you go to show them on Saturday, you can pull them up really quick and make sure that they're all still active and available for showing. So let's say I do a search. So I'll just go ahead and open up a search, and I'll put in some basic criteria here. So let's say we're looking for some active properties, and it's got to be a single family home in Orlando, and it's got to be within a certain price range, and it's got to have a certain amount of bedrooms and a certain amount of bathrooms here, and let's say a pool. Okay, so we go in and we find some properties here in Orlando, and I want to go in and I want to set these results aside. So I'm going to go ahead and click on results. Now, maybe I already have a list of things I want to show my customer. I'll go ahead and go to results here, but I want to add these new results to that list here. So what I'm going to do is take my results, and I can just check them. Now, I don't have to do all of them, but I can if I want to, or I could select individual things. And you have an option below for carts. Every single one of your contacts has their own shopping cart, and this is where you can put things for easy access later on. Okay, so I can go here to carts, and I can see here in the drop down, here are all of my customers, and I can see in parentheses how many things they already have in their cart. If I do not see my customer that I want in this list, I can click on more, and I can see my entire list right here. So let's say my dad's coming to town right here. So I've already got 4 properties set aside, maybe something I found last week that he's interested in looking at, and I'm going to go ahead and select him, and he already has 4 things in his cart right here. But once I go ahead and select him, I can go ahead and add these new results to his shopping cart. So watch what happens to this 4 right here. When I go in and I click on add, it's going to be 7. So I can view the cart right here. If for whatever reason I didn't have my contact already on my list, I can add in a new contact from here. So I can view the cart from here. Or if I go to the widget on the home page, I can see the carts of the people I've recently worked with and open up their cart here. That's all the properties I've set aside. Or if I go to my matrix and contacts, if you look to the right, when you open up your contact list, there will be a little shopping cart icon right here. So when I've put properties in the cart, they stay current. So I may have put something in there last week, but if it's not active, I'm probably not going to take my customer to go and show that property. So I'm going to go ahead and open up their cart. Now remember, a little side note here, is if you put yourself in your own contact list, you have a cart. So it's a place where you can set up properties for quick access later on if you want to. So let's go ahead and see what's in his cart here. So let's say it's Saturday morning, before I get in my car and I drive around to show my dad a bunch of properties. I'm going to go ahead and click on the cart. Let's check here. All right, well, normally when I put things in my cart, they're active, but I can see that something has changed from then until now. I see a couple properties have gone pending, and one's temporarily off the market and one is sold. So am I really going to bother to take him to see these properties? No, because they're not available to be shown here. Okay, so carts are a very quick way to go in and access properties. They always stay current. I may put it in there as active today, but when I check it in the future, it will be whatever status it is at that point. Now, if you ever want to remove something out of a cart, you have to be within the cart in order to do it. So I would look at the cart, open the person's cart here. Let's say I wanted to take out these 2 pending properties, and then you go to carts again, carts down here, and I can only remove it from within the cart. I can only remove it from within the cart here. So I'd remove these, and now they're gone, and it shows that he has 5 here. Another way to use carts is if you do CMAs. If I go into my matrix and CMAs, or I'm working on a CMA, I'll just go ahead and open up a test one. Let's say that I was working on here. One of the things that you can do here is in the comparable step, you can add in comparable properties from a cart as well. So a couple different ways to use a cart. It's just a very quick access list for properties that you want to set aside Just remember, in order to remove the properties from the cart, you have to be within the cart. So good luck, thank you for watching, and use your carts.